Well, let's hike up to Preacher's Rock. Now, like I said, I am hiking up to Preacher's Rock. And this is just a little area off the side of the trail. I think this used to be a quarry or something over here years ago. But I'm over here at Woody Gap, which is off Highway 60 between Dahlonega and Suches. And I just got on the Appalachian Trail here at Woody Gap, and I'm going to be hiking north to Preacher's Rock, which is going to have a heck of a view. I've been there before. It's one of the best places in Georgia to come see the sunrise. You're not going to find a better sunrise location in the state. But it gets its name, Preacher's Rock. There was a man lived over here back in the late 1800s his name was Joe Lunsford. They called him Big Bear Lunsford because he was a big old man. He was 6'6", had a big old long beard and bushy hair, and he was a farmer over here. And he got the calling to be a preacher, and he had never had any formal training as being a preacher. And he was what you call, back then they called it a lay preacher, that went from church to church. He didn't have a home church. He just went wherever they needed him to preach. And he didn't have any formal training or anything. He didn't hardly have any education. But he decided on account of that he needed to practice his preaching. So he would walk up this mountain over here to this big rock and stand on that rock and practice his sermons. Now, like I said, he was a big old man and had a big old booming, thundering voice. And when he'd get up there on that rock preaching, well, his neighbors and everybody that lived over here off below the mountain, they could hear him up there. His big old booming voice carried. So that's how that rock got the name Preacher's Rock. And now the Appalachian Trail goes right across the top of it. But anyway, that's the story of Preacher's Rock. You can get online and look it up and read more about him. He was a very interesting man. I think he had like 11 children or something like that. But pretty interesting story. But anyway, I'm gonna get back on the Appalachian Trail here and hike on to Preacher's Rock and see if we can get a good view. All right, here we've got a beautiful fire azalea right on the side of the trail. Always nice to see those. Now this hike up to Preacher's Rock, it's very popular because it's short. It'd be about 2 miles or a little more by the time I go up there and back. About a mile up, mile back, something like that. So if you get over here on the weekend, it's always really, really crowded, and you're lucky if you can even find a parking spot there at the trailhead. But with today being Monday, I thought it'd be a good day to come and maybe dodge the crowds. There was only about 4 other cars back there at the parking area, so hopefully I'll get lucky. But as you can see, that white blaze up there on the tree, we're on the Appalachian Trail, headed north. Telling you, it is very nice over here this morning. My thermometer says it's 70 degrees on the dot with this good breeze. It just feels wonderful out here this morning. I was hiking yesterday. Man, it was hot, hot, hot. But feels really good over here right now. Hopefully it stays this way for the duration of my hike. I'm meeting a lot of people coming back out now, so hopefully if there was a crowd on the rock, it's thinned out a little bit. I guess we'll see. This has been a really easy hike so far, level. But as you get over here closer to Preacher's Rock, it starts climbing with some stone steps and whatnot. So you have a steep section right before you get up to the main rock and look off. Otherwise, it's a very easy trail. You just have to watch your step for all these exposed roots and rocks in the trail and stuff so you don't trip. Not seen any more wildflowers since that fire azalea. I thought there might be some more bloomed out, but so far nothing. Just plenty of greenery. Well, I made it to the section that starts climbing. Start going up lots and lots of stone steps. Big old rocks up there. But this is where the ascent starts before you get up to Preacher's Rock. So I'm gonna make my way up over all this. Now here's the first teaser view before you get on up to Preacher's Rock. This little rock slab right here on the side of the trail. But that's your first teaser view as you're making your way up to the main Preacher's Rock. Oh, there's some more wildflowers. Look there. I was beginning to wonder if I was going to see any more. But I'm going to make my way on up the trail. Oh man. Just as soon as I open my mouth, look at here. I don't know what these are. I don't know what all of them are. I just know certain ones. But there's a little patch of yellow ones. But anyway, I'm gonna make my way on up the trail here. Now here we've got some fire pinks. I was hoping I'd see some of these today. That's called a fire pink. Now don't ask me why they call them fire pinks when they're red. I have no idea. But that's a red wildflower, and the name of it is fire pink. And over here's some more of them. A whole bunch of them here. I knew when I hiked this trail last time, I saw a lot of these, and I was hoping I'd see some more today. Now here we've got some more fire azaleas. This is a whole bush full of them here. If I'm remembering right, last time I hiked this trail, this is the same bush that had them all over it then. But it is just loaded up again. All in there. These are one of the prettiest flowers you'll run up on out here in the woods this time of year. Well, after all those stone steps, I've made it up here to Preacher's Rock. And there is the view. You can imagine Bear Joe Lunsford standing on this rock preaching his sermons. Zoom in a little bit. Now, like I said, this is one of the best places in the state of Georgia to get up here before sunrise to witness the sunrise. It's hard to beat. But it's about, I'm sitting on 1.15 miles, so almost a mile and a quarter up here. And there's nobody else here right now, which is very odd for Preacher's Rock, although I hear somebody working their way up the trail behind me, so there'll be other people here in just a few. But anyway, this is Preacher's Rock. I hope y'all enjoyed the video.